Welcome back to the 5th episode of the marvelous adventures of Golden Potato. In the last episode, the removal of more parts around the engine, from the last piece of plastic covering the back of the radiator, to trapezoidal belts and the alternator, to cast iron frames that are permanently in disuse. In this episode, other parts surrounding the engine, creating space to finally put my hands on the engine. Because you feel very excited about it, let's start. The only function of the next frame I'm going to remove is to be the tensioner for a component that I erroneously called the air supply pump. It was actually the AC compressor. 2 bolts of 14 mm will be enough to remove it. Oops. I've lost my ratchet wrench, or it quit, I'm not sure. I cannot find it anywhere, but because it was very rusty, I believe nobody else will be able to use it and it will come back. Next, I need to remove part of the gas vaporizer regulator. I will explain its function in one of my future videos. Undoing a 19 mm bolt. Part of the gas vaporizer regulator snapped and I will need to fix it to get it back in service. Next, the electric connector attached to the relay. The relay appears burned and here is where the aluminum connector snapped. Moving the pipes and electrical wires away, I create more space. I'm going to cut this blue wire, which has a story all by itself, and here is the story. In summer 2023, we decide to embark on the long journey from London, Ontario to Sherbrooke, Nova Scotia and back. On the way home, on our way to stay at Maplewood Acres RV Park for the final night of our journey, we crossed the railroad of Bishop Orchard on Curry Hill Road. The state of that crossing was so bad, and the motorhome hit it in such a way as to damage something that killed the engine. I couldn't even understand what happened at that point. We were just 2.8 kilometers to the campground where the vehicle stopped at least 7 times. During that short distance, the engine suffered from gas starvation and was unable to run smoothly. We limped along the side of the road, very lucky that it wasn't busy, and finally we reached the reception office of the campground. The engine didn't want to start again at all, blocking the entire entrance for the vehicles coming in and out. Luckily, we had picked a campground full of really great people. Helped by 5 other campers from the campground, we managed to push the motorhome to our designated spot and get it safely parked. Our embarrassment reached max level due to the fact that the entire campground was watching the entire scene. Of those 5 helpers, 2 of them were mechanics, one of them an electrician, and they were all very experienced RV enthusiasts. Without us even asking for further help, they offered to do whatever they could to help us fix the issue. One of them, after 30 minutes of work, realized that neither of the 2 gas pumps from the tank were receiving power to keep the engine running. With a blue wire found in a garbage can, he was able to bypass all the electrical circuits powering the pumps that needed to be disconnected anytime we decide to turn the engine off from that point. The worst part of this adventure, inside the adventure, was that I only had 1 beer left to give to them to share because I was not prepared for this kind of situation. I never felt so embarrassed in my life. Anyway, back to the disassembling of our engine. Next, I want to remove the AC compressor, but I need to remove a few other things first, like the rubber hose of the windshield washer. The support of the engine oil stick made from 100% Italian leather. No, it's not. The fastener that keeps the oil stick case together with the rubber hose that goes into the vacuum power booster. Which now can be removed. Finally, I have enough space to remove the 4 10mm bolts that connect 2 hoses to the AC compressor. 3 last bolts need to be removed from the removal of the compressor. The last one requires a particular technique using 2 wrenches. I'm ready to remove the AC compressor. First, I want to invite you to my other video channel, Meaningful Shenanigans, where you can see me putting together a planter box, building a fire pit, or installing a patio. In the last episode, I completed the second part of the patio. For all of you who are interested, see you there, link in the description. And now back to our golden potato. Finally, after 100 bolts, the compressor is out. Next, I'm going to remove the rubber pipes running from the thermostat to the fan. They are in charge of the cabin heater system. The removal consists of 4 easy fasteners. And the ludicrous pipe system is removed. The engine now is more visible. We are almost there. This is all for the 5th episode of the marvelous adventure of a golden potato. If you find my videos interesting or entertaining, please drop a like and subscribe to my channel. For now, thanks for watching and see you soon.